Hello. So I want to talk to you about the next section, which is Web 3.0 and the Semantic Web. This is section 6 of the Hypermedia course, and the way this is going to work is that you are going to be organized into small groups, and you're going to build a wiki. Just like Wikipedia, a set of interrelated pages. This requires learning special software to do this, putting it up on a server so that other people can access it. The wiki you're going to build is around the topic of the Semantic Web and Web 3.0. You will, as I mentioned, you will do this in groups. I'll assign the groups, and there's a reason for this. We've had problems with people picking groups in the past, especially and also because there's a mix of grad students and undergrad students. I want to mix the grad and undergrad students together as well. One of the things, the first thing you want to do in this is get your group together, whether you're involved in the face-to-face class or the online version, and communicate with each other. And you need to set up a way you're going to communicate, whether it's through Canvas, whether it's by email, whether it's on Facebook, or whether you're going to use something else. You need to work out, or video conferencing, or arranging meeting times when you can all get together. However you do it, you need to organize that. The next thing you need to do is get yourself a set of roles, assign who is going to do what. Things like you need a project manager, someone who's going to make sure all the deadlines are met, and assign the tasks. You need people who are going to do the research into the subject itself. You need people who are going to actually build the pages. You need people who are going to test them, perhaps someone who does the design, someone who does the content. You need to work all this out in your team, who's doing what. And once you start putting this thing together, you need to set yourself schedules and timelines. Who's going to do what in each week, and then you've got to check that they do it, make sure they do what is needed. Now, to build a wiki, there are many different ways to do it, and on the Canvas site there are links to a number of pages that give you lots of free software available to use wikis. In previous years, a number of students have used Wikia. Don't just go to that because other students used it. Have a look and see what you think will be best for what you want to do. You can use any software you want. I'm totally okay with you building wikis with any software. Now, a wiki is not a set of web pages. This is really important. You're learning about something new here, how to build a wiki site. What you hand to me is a set of web pages, you won't get a very good mark. A wiki, if you go on Wikipedia, the key functionality of a wiki is the interrelatedness, that the individual pages link to each other. There are pages that go to the definition of a word. If you find a word you don't understand, there's a link to a page about that word that will tell you what it means. So what I'm looking for you to do is to create a set of pages, maybe 15 to 20 pages. Try and put multimedia on these pages, images, video, design. Many of the wiki builders use HTML, so it will build on the things you've already learned. And as you build these pages, the pages should have multiple links to each other. You may have links to external sites as well, but the key thing is how they link to each other. In many ways, this particular piece of work is an information science project. It's about how you handle information and how you represent information. So this is the crucial thing, building internal links between pages, an interconnected set of knowledge that someone can look at. The next few pages on Canvas have a set of videos and web links on 4 different subject areas: Web 3.0 Semantic Web, search and filter bubbles, privacy and security, and anonymity and avatars. The information on there is meant to just be a starting point for you. I expect you to research a lot more deeply and look at more for more information. When you build your wiki, your group can choose to just look at one of these aspects, or you can look at all of them. They're all interconnected. You can decide the content of your wiki, how wide and far-reaching you want it to be. Try not to build really basic stuff about this is what Web 1.0 is, this is what Web 2.0 is, this is what Web 3.0 is. I'm looking for research on things that are changing now, new examples perhaps of security breaches from news stories, things that you find out about and you research that you can build an interesting hyperlinked set of information around. Don't do basic definitions of what things are. Try and do some research and get a little bit more to show where the technology is going, and particularly case studies and examples are a good way to do that. The final deliverable for this will be just a URL to your wiki, so that I can look at it. However, the way the assignment is structured is there will be multiple smaller deliverables. The main thing is the wiki that you are going to build, but there will be a midway through the project you will have to show me what you've built so far. There's the final wiki deliverable, there's a group statement you have to deliver, and there's a small reflective piece. So there's a number of pieces of deliverables to this assignment that all need to be put together. Okay, if you have any questions, particularly the online people, feel free to email me to clarify anything. Obviously, those of you in the face-to-face class can come into the face-to-face class to ask questions. One thing I will say is that those of you who are in the online class and based around Oswego, if you are having problems, the next couple of weeks are going to be tutorial sessions where I'm in class helping people with their wikis. So if you have a problem, feel free to come into the class to ask a question, okay? I don't mind you doing that. All right, let's get to it.